How you guys doing? Let me give you just a quick pointer. Like I talked about yesterday, we got to get ready for the holiday trolls to come along. I remember my worst experience during the Christmas season, during Thanksgiving when I lived in Davis. All my roommates went home and I was crying because I couldn't go home because I forgot to get to the bank late. So I forgot to get enough money to drive my car down, and I didn't have a credit card back then. And also, what made it worse was it was super cold. We lived in a three-bedroom house, and I forgot this was in a time back in the 80s when there was a holiday that things weren't working. Well, things were closed. Now everything is open. I remember I was jonesing for KFC. That was going to be my Thanksgiving Day dinner, but everything was closed in this small town. Not even McDonald's was open. So I think ate bread and ketchup and some other stuff that was home till I could go out to the market the next day to eat. That was my worst experience. And what made it the worst experience is I was whining because I couldn't go home. Because anyway, when I would get home, I'd already be upset that I want to leave again. So it's probably good I got stuck there. But this is part one of me getting you ready because here the holidays trolls are gonna come, man. And if you're single, you're divorced, and if you're single, you're thinking about getting divorced and you want to separate from your partner now, or if you're living with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you're thinking about should you break up with them and go live with them, live someone else, listen up. First thing I want you to do is look in your wallet, and if you don't have enough money to cover this, I'm going to focus only on flying. I want you to look in your wallet, and if you don't have enough cash in your wallet or in your bank to pay for your parking in cash, don't do it. If you don't have enough money to pay for the parking, that means that you're going to charge the parking, and I know damn well that you're going to charge the ticket. So now you're going to be down between $100 to $200 for the ticket, depending on if you can get that cheap Southwest getaway ticket, or you can maybe get some other ticket through flight travel or whatever they do. All I'm thinking about now when it comes to preparing you and inoculating you from the holiday trolls, you're gonna you're gonna try to depress you by saying, "Hey, do you have anyone you're gonna spend Christmas with?" Like, why? Do you want to spend time with me? Or it'll be the other thing. Oh, that's so sad. All your family has moved away. Or you're going to be by yourself. It's like, what is it to you, man? I don't say anything about you when you tell me about you and your husband arguing, or vice versa. You don't tell me anything about when your kids are acting up and doing crazy thing, or your kid wrecked your car. I never say, oh, how does it feel to have your kid fuck up your car another time? I don't say anything like that to you. So don't bug me about my holiday travel schedule. So what I want you to do is look into your wallet. Do you have enough money just to pay for the parking in cash? If you have enough money to pay for your parking in cash in your wallet or in your bank account, now I want you to figure out, do you have money to pay for that ticket? But then can you have enough money to take the cash and pay for the ticket? Those are the two things you need to figure out that you should do. Because what you're going to end up doing is like the trolls are going to trick you, and they're going to trick you into like getting a credit card. Oh, just get a credit card and just pay it off. You do that. The problem was back in my day, at least the interest in the bank was maybe 5 or 6%, so you could get something back. Interest is like 0.5% of 0.5%. I don't even know what that is. Someone email me back, let me know what it is. Credit card minimum 18% interest. You'd be better off going to the loan shark. At least if you don't, the loan shark will put more pressure on you to pay your loan back than the credit card company will. They say, hey, that's okay. We don't have to pay it. We'll just add a late charge and keep charging you 18% interest. And I don't want that to happen to you. Because one thing, you'll start feeling depressed and like, I need to go home. I need to really go see grandma. This could be the last time grandma's alive. You know what? If it is, you'll be happy, because if she dies next year, you may get some insurance money or get some inheritance, or it'll be something you can steal from the house and sell and make you some money. So anyway it goes, if you don't show up, if she passes away, she may leave something for you in the will, or if she doesn't pass away and you can steal something from the house, then you come out ahead. So the reason I'm telling you this, you got to be careful when it comes to these holidays. because the trolls always, they come out, like they won't come out. They'll start coming out a little now as the holiday music gets going. Oh, don't you want to go Christmas shopping? Go Christmas. As Amazon, man. In the old days, during my time, there was a time where people used to line up outside the mall to go in to get specials. Well, unfortunately, due to the Great Depression of July 2008, now you don't have to worry about that. Half the retail places have gone out of business, and then what others that have not gone out of business are a couple of, or 1 or 2 seasons away from going out of business. So, and you have Amazon and all these places. Like I say now, people close the doors open on Thanksgiving, Christmas. In my day, all the stores were closed, so that's why you would go on a Black Friday, the night before Thanksgiving, or you would go like the day before last, day before Christmas to try to do shopping. Now all the company, you go to CVS, you can get something. So what I want you to start doing is like preparing your mind, saying, hey, the holidays, it's a good time to reflect, maybe find out, hey, I'm not making as much. If you want to get depressed, I want you to look at your bank account starting from January 1st till now as we hit the holiday season. And it's like, have you made more money? If you've not made more money, have you learned more skills to make more money? Now, if you've done that and you're depressed that you haven't done it, then you have a good reason to be depressed. Now, if you made more money like me, hey, this past weekend I worked the Breeders' Cup. After tipping out my bartender and busser, I brought home an extra $300 cash. That helped pay for my $80 in groceries the day before. So, and then like I told you before, 76% of people live paycheck to paycheck. I won't get my next paycheck till the end of the month, and I already bought in $300 cash from a second job, and I have another check coming for another $150, maybe between another $150, $160, man. So already I've made $300 in tips. I'm going to have a second check coming in, and I think I have another check coming in for the last job I worked when I was doing the team play event, when I did employee appreciation events. So I may have an extra $50. So my goal this month is I got to go out and try to get 2 to 3 more paychecks. So that's my strategy, and you should use it too. Instead of trying to get money from one job, try to increase the number of checks you have coming in from different jobs where you're working during the evening or during the evening. Now, if you do that, and then if you're just obsessed and feel depressed that you want to go home and see grandma or see grandpa, at least you'll be paying with it with cash than with credit. So now I want you to think about, if you can't get enough cash to pay for the parking or pay for that ticket to go home, don't do it. And that's how I'm going to start preparing you first to get ready for the holiday trolls who are going to try to depress you and make you do something that's totally dumb. And if you're living with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you need to get rid of that relationship. You need to end it anyway. I've done it twice. I lived with one girl for 3 years. I lived with one girl for 6 years. The only reason you haven't married her is because you don't want to marry her or him. You want to be able to screw around, which is nothing wrong with that. But why don't you just do it in your own place instead of shacking up with someone, thinking that you guys are going to split the bills, because this bills never get split. I've done it. I actually signed a lease with one girlfriend. It was a disaster. Just end it now. So if that's one thing you can take away from this one, in addition to checking to see if you're financially able to go home for the holiday season, if you're doing anything, if you want to divorce someone, go on and divorce them. It don't matter. You can do it during the Christmas. You can do it during Thanksgiving. I don't care. You can do it during New Year's. Why even keep them around? You're just keeping them around dead weight, wasting time. If you want to break up with your partner, I see a lot of you girls. I went to the gym yesterday. I saw this one woman. She was a lady's daughter. She kept walking in front of me. She had like the low cutoff top, whatever you girls, women now wear, showing her stomach. I was stretching out, and then I turn around, and then she's behind me with some guy in the basketball court. So I can turn around once again, look at the midriff, look at the stomach. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that. Brother don't mind that, because I looked at the guy, and he had a beanie inside playing basketball, and I'm like, standards have dropped so much. Yeah, you need to just break him off and get you an older man. But that's for another day. But for now, I want you to make sure, can you pay for the parking? If you can't pay for the parking in cash for the days that you're going to go on vacation to see someone during this holiday season where you feel depressed that you think you can't see them again, That's my first test. And then the second test is, do you have enough money to pay in cash to go visit that person? By ticket, by bus, I don't know, splitting the gas with someone. If you can't, that's your number one sign. You better stay home and tell the trolls, hey, I don't have no money to go home and see so and so.